What's up guys, Alex here. Welcome back to another video, and today I want to show you some more Samsung Galaxy tips and tricks and settings that you might not know on your phone. And we're starting off with the very first one that has to do with the camera. So if you have ever been filming a video on your phone and then you maybe want to hold up something in front of your phone in your hand, but there are people walking around in the background of your videos, and what your phone will do is instead of focusing on what you're holding, it will focus on the faces of the people in the background, and that can make your image blurry because it's not focusing on what you're holding. But there's a cool setting in your camera app that you can change, and all you need to do is go to the settings, and right there you'll see an option for tracking autofocus. And now what you'll be able to do is tap on any subject within your video. So if you have maybe your phone, you can tap on it and you see we have this yellow square, and now your camera will focus only on that subject no matter where it goes in the video. And if there are people walking around in the background, it will no longer jump focus to those people, but stay focused on exactly what you selected. So if you ever had a problem focusing on something in your videos, this is definitely a setting you're going to want to change. Another really cool feature you can enable that a lot of people really like is anytime you get a notification on your phone, you can have your camera flash or your screen flash. And that way, if your phone is on silent or vibrate and it's not on you, maybe it's in another room, you will get a visual cue that you got a notification. And to enable this, what you want to do is go into your settings, swipe down to accessibility, go to advanced settings, and under flash notifications, you can enable camera flash and screen flash notifications. Now you can also select which apps you want your flash to go off for. So maybe you can select only the ones that you actually care about. And same for the screen flash, you can do selected apps. And you can also change what color you want your screen to flash when you get a notification. But once you have it selected, you can see now when we tap preview, this is what our phone will look like when we get a notification. Alright guys, now this next Samsung Galaxy trick is really cool because you can see that if I go to my lock screen or my always on display, and when I unlock my phone with my right thumb, you can see it just unlocks my phone as normal. But if I do the same thing with my left thumb, it will unlock my phone and launch my Klarna app where I have my rewards program. So if I'm ever sitting at a drive-thru and I quickly need to access my maybe Tim Hortons card, I can quickly pull it up at the drive-thru window without having to unlock my phone, search for the app, and just waste time at the drive-thru window when everybody is waiting for me. And you can map this to anything you want. You can have it go to a specific website. You can open up Netflix, any other apps you have on your phone. It's definitely really cool. And to set this up, you will need to install GoodLock on your phone. And then within the GoodLock application, there's this Routines Plus module, and there's an option here called Fingerprint to Website. And all you need to do is in the if section, just select which fingerprint profile you want to use. And you can see I have 3 separate fingerprint profiles I can use. If you don't have any, what you can do to set one up is go into your phone settings, swipe down to security and privacy, go to screen lock and biometrics, tap fingerprints, and right there just add a fingerprint profile by tapping add finger and registering any of your fingers. And when you've created a couple of fingerprint profiles, you can select them from here. So we'll just select whichever fingerprint profile we want, tap done. And then in the then section, you can see it says go to website. So you can put an actual URL here of any website that you want to go to. But if you instead want to maybe launch a specific app, we can just cancel out of here, tap the edit pencil, remove this go to website, hit the plus icon, and in the search bar, just type app. Select open an app or do an app action. And from here, you can select any of the applications you have on your phone. And if you want, you can tap on the search bar right there and look for whatever app that you want. So I'll just use Netflix as an example. We'll select open Netflix and then tap done, and then just hit save over here. You can give your routine a name, change the icon color or the icon itself. But when you're done, simply tap done. And that's it, you're all set up. Now, anytime you unlock your phone with that specific fingerprint profile, it will go to that app that you selected. Alright guys, next I'm going to show you this cool lock screen wallpaper effect that you're going to get every time you lock and unlock your phone. And you can see how it transitions from my always on display to the lock screen, and this looks really cool. Now to set up this cool wallpaper effect, you are again going to need GoodLock. So make sure you have GoodLock installed on your phone. If you don't, just go ahead and install it from the Galaxy Store. But once you have it opened up, go to the Wonderland module and select create your different lock screen effect. Now I already have a bunch of them set up in here, but if this is your first time using this module, you're not going to have any wallpaper effects in here. So all you want to do is just tap on this new button right here, then tap image settings, tap on the lock screen section right there, and then just go through your phone and select any wallpaper that you want to use. So I'll just use this one as an example, then tap on your screen. And right there under effect type, you can see we have a whole bunch of different effect types. So you can go through here and see what all of these look like. And you can see they're definitely all really cool. And then what you can do is just select whichever one you like the most. So for this example, let's just maybe go with this ripple effect. And we can go to effect settings, and we can actually customize the animations of this. So you can change the speeds, the waves, the shallow effect of the depth, and enable or disable the masking. But I'm just going to leave this as default. I think they're pretty nice as they are. You can of course play with this if you want to customize it to your liking, but we're going to tap save. You can give it a name or just leave it as default, then tap save. Wait a couple seconds, and when it's done, all you need to do now is just tap set as wallpaper, then set it to your lock screen and give it a second to apply. And once it's done, you can see now, anytime we lock and unlock our phone, we're going to get that cool animation transition. And this is definitely a really great way to just customize the look and feel of your Samsung phone. Now, if you ever have any kind of problems with your Samsung phone, or you just feel like something isn't working as it should, maybe the flash on your phone or the haptics, something with the display, the sensors, the camera, literally anything about your phone, you can run a diagnostic test to check if there's anything wrong with your phone. And to do this, what you want to do is go into your phone settings, swipe down to device care, and then right here, if you tap diagnostics, then go to phone diagnostics, your phone will automatically run a diagnostics test, testing every single aspect of your phone to see if everything is working as it should. And just to show you some of the things that it will do, I'm just going to cancel this test for this example. But here you can see a list of all of the diagnostics that you can run on your phone just to make sure that all of these are working properly. So you can check your Wi-Fi, location data, your buttons, your fingerprint sensors, that your facial recognition is working properly, the touch screen, the S Pen, the microphone, proximity sensors, literally everything that has to do with the hardware of your phone. You can test it to make sure that everything is working properly. And you can select any specific one of these. You don't have to do all of them. So maybe we want to test our touch screen. You can see we'll get this grid, and we can just go ahead and make sure that all of the pixels and everything on our touchscreen is working as it should. So if you ever have any problems with your phone, or you feel like something just isn't working properly, you can definitely go in here and run these diagnostics, and your phone will tell you if there are any issues with that specific feature. So definitely a really cool built-in feature of Samsung phones. Now, another cool thing you can enable on your phone is anytime you're charging your phone, as soon as it hits 100%, you can enable this cool edge lighting effect and also announce over the microphone that it's done charging. So if you're not near your phone, you'll hear that it's at 100%, so you can unplug it and go about your day. Now, to enable this, what we're going to do is create a routine. So we're going to go to settings, go to modes and routines, and tap on this discover tab. And what you're going to see in here is we have a whole bunch of templates of some really cool routines that you can easily set up. So if you've never used modes and routines, you can definitely go through here and just easily set up some quick routines. But the one I'm talking about will be under battery. And right there it says get notified when fully charged. If you tap on this, you can see that everything is already set up for you. So it says if battery level is equal to or greater than 100%, and you can of course change this percentage manually if you want, but I'm going to leave it at 100%. Then what's going to happen is there's an edge lighting effect that will happen once, and you do need to tap on this and select which one you want. So we'll select this glitter one, but you can see there's a few different options here. You can also tap advanced and change the transparency, width, and the duration of that effect. So go ahead and just customize this to, whatever you like. And then your phone will also vibrate when it hits 100%, and you can of course select a custom vibration if you want. Your always on display will turn on. And finally, this last setting will show a custom notification that you can create, and you can literally type out whatever you want your phone to say. So we can maybe just set it to say battery fully charged. And you can see right there, it's set to read this notification aloud. And now all you need to do is just save this routine. Now for me, I already have this. That's why it's telling me this is a duplicate. But for you, once you hit save, you're all set up. Now, anytime your phone hits 100%, you'll get that edge lighting effect. Your phone will vibrate. The always on display will turn on. And the phone will announce over the microphone that it is charged to 100%. Now for this next feature, if there is anything on your phone that you want to keep a secret to just make sure nobody can see it, whether it is certain applications that you have downloaded or certain photos or videos on your phone, there's a really cool setting on Samsung phones called Secure Folder. And to enable this, what you want to do is go to your settings and then go to security and privacy right there. Then at the bottom, select more security settings. And right here we have Secure Folder. Now, if it is your first time setting up the Secure Folder and you've never used it before, what you're going to want to do is create a lock and biometric. So tap into here. I already have mine set up, but you're going to want to create a PIN, password, pattern, or use a fingerprint to unlock your Secure Folder. And these will use a different PIN, password, or pattern than you use to unlock your phone. So you can create a unique one for your Secure Folder. So if anybody knows how to get into your phone, they at least will not know how to get into your Secure Folder. The way to find your Secure Folder is to swipe up into your app drawer, and right right here, just search for secure folder and you'll see it show up right there. And here you can see we have some default secure folder versions of certain apps. And you can see we have the gallery in here, but that doesn't mean that our normal gallery is now locked. We actually need to add these into the security folder. So let's say maybe we want to hide this one right here. We can tap on the three dots and select move to secure folder. And I can see that that picture disappears. It is no longer in this gallery. And if I go back to my secure folder, it's going to show up here. So this image is now locked away in my secure folder and nobody's going to be able to access it unless they can get into my secure folder. And just as you did with this photo, you can also add more apps into here. So you can tap on the plus icon and go through any of the applications that you have on your phone. So maybe we'll just use Instagram as an example. We can select Instagram, tap add, and now I have a secure folder version of Instagram. So nobody will be able to access this version of my Instagram and see the fitness models that I'm following online. All right, guys, this next Samsung Galaxy tip will give you the ability to double tap and triple tap the back of your phone to take a specific action. And to enable this, you will again need good lock. So go ahead and open it up and then look for the Registar module right there. And once it loads, you'll see an option here for back tap action. So select that, enable it. And now we have an option here for double tap and triple tap. So just go in here and select exactly what you want it to do. So maybe for the double tap, we can set it to take a screenshot. And then for the triple tap, maybe we want to open a specific app. So down here, select open app, and then just hit on the gear icon to select which application that you want to open up. And I'll just use the Samsung Health app as an example. We'll select open app. Now you can also go down here and change the sensitivity of the taps required. So maybe you get accidental taps when your phone is maybe in your pocket. You can change that as you want here. But that's it. Now anytime you double tap the back of your phone, it'll take a screenshot. And also when we triple tap, it'll bring up our Samsung Health app. Now, if you guys want to see some amazing Samsung Galaxy quality of life features that I suggest everybody enable, check out this video right here. And if you want to see all of the ways that the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra destroys the iPhone 17 Pro Max, check out this video right here. But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.